This video is going to be on how to get rid of gophers in your yard. As you can see, I have a lot of gopher holes that just came out recently, and over the years I've had this issue, but lately I've been able to stop them using something very simple, which is just a gopher trap. I know everybody has probably gone out there, purchased a lot of product. I've done the same, bought the pellets, bought the smoke, all sorts of products out there, and honestly it was all just a waste of money. The only thing that has worked for me are these old Macabee traps. These are one of the oldest products out there, so I'll show you real quick how to get into there. So what you have to do is actually dig in and find the main tunnel. So let me do that real quick. So what we'll do is we'll find where the gopher hole is at. We'll kind of dig a little hole in there. Yes, you're gonna do some damage to your lawn, but a lot less than what the gopher will. So as you can see, there's a tunnel that was coming out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up. Set the trap. There it is. Once it's set, slowly get it in there without actually activating the plate. There we go. So one thing I did was tie a string to the trap, just in case once the gopher gets hit, he's gonna want to drag that trap in with him. So we just do that, then cover up the hole. You don't want any light showing because the gopher will realize something is odd. So once we cover it up, give it a couple hours, and we'll come back and see how this trap did. Now, one thing with the traps, the older they are, the better they work, honestly, because I believe that when you first get them, due to the smell, the paint, the chemicals paint to it, they tend to work a lot better once they're old. So I would just recommend just probably leaving them out in the sun, outdoors, for a few days before you actually use it, and we'll see how this works. All right, so here we are a couple hours later, but just one quick thing I wanted to point out. As you can see, these are one of those electric spikes that are supposed to help with gophers, and as you can see, didn't help very much. So again, I would save my money on all that and go with the old traps. Let's see what we got. Actually, so as you can see, you caught it, and all you got to do to release is open it up. I would wear gloves. And one thing I'd recommend, due to the fact that gophers, they're solitary animals, they don't like being around where other gophers are. I would just recommend putting it back in the hole that you got it from, and the scent of that gopher will hopefully keep other gophers away. Could actually catch anything. After a few tries, these things pretty much worked every time, first try. All right, so there's a few days later. As you can see, I got another gopher hole here. Let's see if we go 2 for 2 using the same trap. So as before, we're just gonna dig like deep. All right, so as you can see, there's the tunnel. There's an entrance to the tunnel. Pretty much when you dig in, you're gonna have to dig around to find that tunnel, because they usually cover that hole up. So once you find it, you'll usually find it by digging in and finding where the soft sand or dirt is. And once you do that, same as before, trap, put the little center through the middle. Once it's set, careful not to set it. And again, once the trap's in there, cover it up so there's no sunlight. And we'll come back in a couple hours or tomorrow morning and see if we were successful with the same trap. Alright, so here's a couple hours later. You can see that's 2 for 2 using the same trap that we did before. Alright guys, so I'll save you the trouble of seeing it removed. So again, these are the best ones that I've seen that work. I've tried everything else and it's just a waste of money. So I would just say invest in some of these. They're probably like $15. You can find them on Amazon. And make sure that you just leave them out in the yard for a couple days, kind of get some of the chemical smell off. And as you'll notice that the older they are, the better they work. So that was 2 for 2, and every time I've used them, they work. Alright guys, this is just a better video on how to set this trap. So as you can see, here's the trap. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this little rod here, and you're going to put it right through the middle. So you put it in, and it comes in through the center here. So you can see, once it's through the center, you're going to push down, and once it's down, hold down the bar. So what happens is this little part here grabs on, and that's what's holding it open. But remember, hold pressure on this the bar, because that's what's holding it open. So once that is done, you see this little end piece, you can put it right through this little hole, and now it's set. So what happens is when the gopher comes, it's pushing dirt, and once the dirt hits this plate,